Welcome to Mr. Peterson's YouTube channel. I am Peterson, and this is Potato TV. I'm going to do a quick update on my predictions for the United States midterm elections for mainly the U.S. House and the U.S. Senate. My prediction was that the Democratic Party, the Blue Party, would take over win enough elections to take over the majority of the U.S. House, but that they would lose a little ground in the U.S. Senate, and uh, that's going to make for an interesting 2 years coming up. I'm going to do a more in-depth analysis at another time because the election, even though we're let's see, I started watching this 11 hours ago. Results just started to trickle in, and it's still going. It's still not over. There are some very close races. There are some very high intense races that they can't even call yet. Um, it's just they have to count and recount. I know in certain polling areas they ran out of ballots, so there's a lot of people that came out to vote, and there was a lot of early votes that needed to be counted. So it's kind of unusual to have this many voters in a midterm election, but basically the political scene in America right now is well, the Blue Party is very, very angry with the Orange Man, which is President Trump, and then the Red Party, which the party of Trump, the Republicans, they're also very angry as well. They're angry at the Blues. They're angry at Trump. It's fascinating political year. It's too bad that it's gone the, the direction that it has with all of this anger and all of this infighting. Anyways, my prediction was for the U.S. Senate to go more, stay Republican with a stronger majority. The magic number just so you know, the magic number for the U.S. Senate, whether you are part of your party is the same party as the U.S. president or not the same party as the U.S. president. The magic number in the Senate is you want 60, and there was no way that that's going to happen over the next few election cycles. The country is so divided right now that that kind of a majority in the U.S. Senate is I just don't see it happening. But the Republicans definitely picked up some seats. There were some highly contested seats. This one hasn't been called yet, but our incumbent Democrats, Blue Party tester, he's probably going to lose this one. It hasn't been called yet, but he's probably going to lose it. This was a battleground. This is something that the Democrats really needed. They really needed Nevada as well, and as you can see, they're probably going to take this one. So this is a win for the Blue Party here. This Heller was the Red Party, and he was the incumbent here. Interesting guy from Texas. Thought he was going to lose there for a while, but when the final tally has not even come in, it's at 98%. Cruz, he's been projected to win, and most likely he will win. This is something that the Democrats needed in Arizona. It doesn't look like they're going to get it, but it's very, very close. Only about 15,000 votes, maybe 14,005 separate them. So this one isn't over. But as it stands now, the declared states, the Republicans had picked up 4 against the Democrats. So right now, currently, they have a 52 majority to 48. But again, the final count isn't over. Here's Mississippi. This is an interesting one. Mississippi, we have two senators. This is kind of unusual to have 2 senators. Well, not unusual, but it's more rare. 2 senators running at the same time. Um, in Mississippi, you have to have a 50% majority in order to take the seat. This didn't happen. The incumbent Hyde Smith got 41.5%. Challenger Espy got 40.6%. Then we got a couple of minor candidates in there that took away several thousand, tens of thousands of votes from the 2 main challengers, and that's going to force a runoff between Hyde Smith and Espy, and I think the election will be November 27th. So this Senate seat won't be decided for a few weeks. But again, the Senate majority right now sits at 52 to 44. My prediction was that the Republicans would keep the Senate and have a stronger majority, not by much, but I did say 54. Right now it's at 52. Um, might be close, might be close. Looking like it's going to be 55. So I'm a little wrong there. But anyways, let's take a look at the House. The House was fascinating. If you look at this map, and I don't know how much of it you can see because I don't know where I am on the screen. So I'll scroll up a little bit here and there so you can see uh, the southeast as well as Alaska and Hawaii, and then I'll scroll back up here. And you can see it, the map. It looks like it's all red, but it's the U.S. House. So everything is as evenly divided as possible based on population. So we have all of these little dinky areas, like right here. No, you probably can't see that. I'll go over here. See this little California House 42. Calvert was projected to win, and he's probably going to take it. Um, but it's a little tiny area here. So there's a lot of blue areas that are small, whereas the less populated areas of the United States, it's more vast, and that's why it looks like it's uh, predominantly a red party victory, but by no means is it a red party victory. Right now, it looks like the Democrats, the Blue Party, are confirmed for 221 seats. The Republicans are going to take 199. The majority of the House has already gone to the Democrats, the Blue Party. You only need 218 to maintain control. My prediction was that the Democrats would take it and they would have a 223 seat majority. Looks like I'm going to be pretty off on that as well. It looks like they're going to have quite a bit more. But again, there are more elections that are not called, and who knows? We'll see where the final numbers are, and once we have the final numbers, except for the um, Senate race in Mississippi, we'll see where they're at, and I'll make a more in-depth analysis of the political scene for this election cycle. Love this stuff. Very passionate about politics. I got out of politics because of the crazy people. I love the game, but I didn't like the people too much. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun to look at this and study this and take guesses and that kind of stuff. Anyways, that's it for the update video. Um, I got basically, I know I'm going to be right on that the House went to the Democrats and the Senate would stay with the Republicans with a stronger majority. But looks like I'm going to be off a little bit on the numbers. And that's it. Have a good night. I got to go home. Oops.